Svea, and I am back with another video review for you guys. And today it's gonna be another book review because lately I've been on a huge book reading binge, like insanely. I've been reading so many books every day. It's crazy. That's like, I just feel like I want to read all these books. And yeah, so book review today. I thoroughly apologize. I know you guys might have seen it in previous videos, but I'm still sick, so I'm gonna sound really weird. But book review today about The Selection by Kiera, and I think it is a book that everybody and their mom probably has already read, but I kind of wanted to review it because The Elite is coming out pretty soon. I believe in a couple of months or so. Excuse me. And I wanted to pick it up and read it, so I read it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was unexpected. So yeah, The Selection by Kiera is this book, first book in the Selection series by Kiera. This centers around this girl named, aptly shown in the cover of this book, but it is centered on this girl named America Singer. Let's take a moment and just think about she's called America Singer. Anybody? Bueller? Anybody? It's such a weird name. I don't know. I really didn't get on that bandwagon about her name until probably halfway through the series, and I'm just halfway through the book, and I'm just like, yeah, I guess her name is America Singer. All right. The whole premise of it is that America Singer lives in this surprisingly dystopian world. Oh my gosh, totally did not see that coming out from a book that looks kind of froofy like this. From a dystopian world in the future, where in Ilya, where Ilya is now what the United States of America is called. She is her society is built up of these caste system, which she is, starts from number 1. That's really high up there, and number 8, which is the lowest, not even considered human beings. And she's at number 6, so she's pretty in the lower end of it. Her whole family are artists and musicians, and that's where their designation is. And they're kind of poor. They're living, paycheck by paycheck, and they're not exactly like rich. And they have, there's a lot of kids in their family. So America is actually living a good life. She's not doing that bad. She has a very wonderful relationship with this guy that she grew up with. What is his name? Oh my god, Aspen. I don't know why I forgot that, but yeah. She has this wonderful secret relationship with Aspen, who is actually, wait, let me correct myself. America was a 5, I think, and Aspen was a 6. Okay, I don't know why I got that confused in my head, but yeah, okay, let's rewind. And America is actually a 5, and Aspen is a 6, which is the servant caste. Okay, good thing I remembered his name. Now I know. So because the guy is 1 caste lower than him, they're kind of in this secret relationship, but they're in love, and they're, life is good, essentially, for America. Pretty soon she's gonna earn money to, get married and everything. That is halted one day when she becomes one of the selected. She gets this letter, and it's pretty much like the Bachelor-ish type of contest where 35 girls are drawn from the whole country and sent into the royal palace to pretty much be groomed to be a future princess, future queen to Prince Maxon, who is our guy protagonist in this story. And she initially, her mom's like, oh my god, you got selected, this is gonna change our life, even if you don't win, we're gonna reap all of its bountiful blessings, and we're never gonna want for life anymore. And America's just like, I don't want it. I don't want to go to the very nice palace and meet this gorgeous, although very stoic and quiet prince. I'm happy with my life, and yet she, because of all the circumstances, she gets thrown into that situation where she is pretty much battling it out with 34 other girls to win the affections of Prince Maxen. Even in the beginning, America is kind of like this character that, you know, how she's written begs you to empathize with her and relate with her. That wasn't the case in my part. I like how she's very spunky. I like how she's very like feisty and her witty with the words. And she never, like, you know, hides the fact that she's only there just, you know, because she got put in there, and that, you know, she just wants to have a better life for her family in terms of money and financials and being elevated in the caste system. And she doesn't hide this fact when she first meets the Prince Maxen in the garden while she's having this sort of nervous breakdown. So that's like the whole beginning of the book, and things ensue. Sorry. There's also all these rebel like attacks and stuff that's going on in the palace, and America quickly like kind of becomes like, you know, embroiled in this, and she starts to question whether really she has the predilection to actually fall in love with this Prince Maxen, who actually turns out not to be like, you know, that abrasive type of guy, and you know, he turns out to be an actually pretty sheltered, decent guy who really doesn't know how to handle the dating side of life, and he feels like that this selection is the only way he's actually gonna feel that he has fallen in love and meet his one true pair in the world, and, you know, his future queen. So they kind of form this like friendship, Prince Maxen and America, and they develop this friendship that kind of sort of, you know, turns into Prince Maxen falling in love with America, and America's kind of ambivalent. She's kind of like, you know, Team Aspen versus Team Maxen, you know, so she's kind of at that moment. The whole time I was reading this book, I was just like, huh, this is kind of like a more princessy version of Hunger Games. I mean, America Singer is kind of like, not to the extent of Katniss, that she, you know, really volunteers herself, you know, and volunteers tribute, volunteers herself as like, you know, the person who goes through the selection, because she was selected and she was picked out of all these hundreds and thousands of girls. But she kind of has a little bit of the same spirit as Katniss, and I'm probably gonna get flamed or like, you know, get all horrible comments for saying this, but I'm just gonna say it. It's kind of like that. You know, even the two guys, like, you know, Prince Maxen, even though he's a prince, is kind of like a little bit like Peeta Mellark, I think, like a little bit, with the character like misunderstood, but he's actually a pretty nice, decent guy. And Aspen is kind of turns out to be sort of a jerk-ish, kind of like Gale in Hunger Games, or like, you know, subsequent books, Catching Fire and Mockingjay. So what surprised me about this book is that it's a dystopian book. It's not really overtly dystopian, that you're just like, okay, what the heck is going on? There's all these weird people and like, you know, magic and like, or like, you know, different powers or whatever things. So it was good for me because I haven't been in a dystopian novel type of feeling lately, and when I picked this up, I didn't know it had like a sort of dystopian setting within it, and I was just like pleasantly surprised. I was like, oh, lovely, that adds to the whole experience. That's awesome. And you know, like I said, I didn't really empathize and relate with America. Maybe it's just my prejudice about her name or something, but you know, she's cool. She's a cool girl. She's, you know, she has that spunk, but I don't know. I am excited to read The Elite. I did not read The Prince, which is like the ebook novella in between the two books. I did not read it, but yeah, whatever. But I'm definitely excited to pick up The Elite. I'm excited to find out what happens with the rebels. Sorry. Again, I can't breathe through my nose because of the cold. Okay. I'm excited to just find out what happens in the Elite and how, you know, if really America gets to that point when she becomes selected as the person for Prince Maxon, whether she does fall in love with Maxon or not, or if she stays with Aspen. Aspen is just kind of the character, the guy character that's there, not really there, but it's just always this presence in the book. So yeah. Wonderful, wonderful read. I would give it a 4 out of 5. And definitely excited to check out the Elite, like I said. If you guys would love to see more videos and would like to subscribe to me, subscribe down below near my name and julep down there, down of this video. And also follow me on Goodreads at Miss Manderly. Link is going to be down below as well. Follow me on Twitter at Miss Manderly. Also other links down below of where you can find me here online in this wonderful world of the internet. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye!